Have you ever noticed how the things you chase, the goals you relentlessly pursue, often leave you feeling empty, like a beautifully wrapped gift that turns out to be a box of nothing? We spend so much time striving, achieving, and accumulating, believing that these external markers will finally bring us the peace and fulfillment we crave. We're told success looks a certain way: a bigger house, a better job, more followers, constant validation. And so we run, faster and faster, on a treadmill that seems to lead nowhere. But what if I told you that the relentless pursuit of these things isn't actually what your soul is longing for? What if the very things you believe will make you happy are, in fact, obscuring the deeper, more profound desires of your heart? The truth is, we've been conditioned to listen to the wrong voices. Society whispers promises of instant gratification, fleeting pleasures, and superficial relationships. We're bombarded with images of perfection, constantly comparing ourselves to unrealistic ideals. And in this relentless noise, the quiet, persistent voice of our soul gets drowned out. It's a whisper in the wind, easily missed if we're not paying attention. But it's there, always there, gently nudging us towards a different path, a path that leads to authentic joy and lasting peace. This isn't about abandoning ambition or dismissing the value of hard work. It's about recalibrating our internal compass, learning to distinguish between the desires of the ego and the yearnings of the soul. The ego craves recognition, validation, and control. It's driven by fear, insecurity, and a deep-seated need to prove itself. The soul, on the other hand, seeks connection, meaning, and purpose. It longs to express its unique gifts, to contribute to something larger than itself, and to experience the boundless love that resides within. The irony is that the very things we think will bring us happiness often create more suffering. We chase after material possessions, only to find ourselves burdened by debt and anxiety. We seek validation from others, only to feel inadequate and insecure. We cling to control, only to experience frustration and disappointment. The soul knows that true happiness isn't found in external circumstances, but in the internal landscape of our hearts and minds. So, what is your soul really asking for? It's not another achievement, another relationship, or another possession. It's something far more profound, something that lies at the very core of your being. It's a journey of self-discovery, a process of unraveling the layers of conditioning and uncovering the authentic truth of who you are. And trust me, what you find at the end of this journey will surprise you. It will challenge your beliefs, shatter your assumptions, and ultimately transform your life in ways you never thought possible. The most rewarding part of this journey is yet to come, so stick around until the end. And if you find this resonates with you, please consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us to create more content like this. The soul's true desire, often masked by the clamor of daily life, is for authentic self-expression. Think of a musical instrument, exquisitely crafted yet left perpetually silent. Its potential remains untapped, its inherent beauty unrevealed. Similarly, each of us possesses unique talents, passions, and perspectives that yearn to be shared with the world. But fear, self-doubt, and societal pressures often prevent us from fully embracing and expressing our authentic selves. We hide our light, dimming our brilliance to fit in, to avoid judgment, or to protect ourselves from vulnerability. However, suppressing our authentic self creates a profound sense of inner dissonance. It's like trying to force a square peg into a round hole, a constant source of friction and frustration. We may achieve external success, accumulate wealth, and gain social approval, but these accomplishments ring hollow if they are not aligned with our deepest values and passions. The soul knows when we are living a life that is incongruent with our true nature, and it will continue to whisper, nudge, and even scream until we finally listen. Instead of striving to become someone else's ideal, consider what truly ignites your spirit. What activities make you lose track of time? What conversations fill you with energy and inspiration? What problems do you feel compelled to solve? These are clues, breadcrumbs leading you back to your authentic self. Perhaps you've always dreamed of writing a novel, starting a business, or dedicating your time to a cause you believe in. Maybe you have a unique talent for painting, singing, or playing a musical instrument. Whatever it is, your soul is urging you to explore it, to nurture it, and to share it with the world. On a related note, consider the story of a woman who spent years working in a corporate job that paid well, but left her feeling empty. She had always loved photography, but she dismissed it as a mere hobby, something to be enjoyed in her spare time. However, after years of feeling unfulfilled, she finally decided to take a leap of faith and pursue her passion. She quit her job, enrolled in photography classes, and started her own business. It wasn't easy, and there were many challenges along the way, but she had never felt so alive, so engaged, and so aligned with her true purpose. She was finally expressing her authentic self, and the world was responding in kind. To further illustrate, consider the power of vulnerability in expressing our authentic selves. It's tempting to present a polished, perfect image to the world, to hide our flaws and insecurities. But true connection and intimacy are born from vulnerability, from allowing ourselves to be seen, warts and all. When we dare to share our authentic selves with others, we create space for genuine connection, empathy, and understanding. We also inspire others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of authenticity and vulnerability. The soul thrives in environments of honesty and truth, where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment or rejection. As we gather these threads, a compelling picture emerges, one that transcends the superficial markers of success we often chase. It's a picture not of relentless striving, but of gentle unfolding, not of conforming to external expectations, but of embracing internal truth. It suggests that the journey isn't about acquiring something we lack, but about remembering something we've forgotten, the inherent wholeness and radiant potential that resides within each of us. Considering all that we've explored, it becomes evident that the soul's yearning isn't for a destination, but for a direction. It's a compass pointing us towards a life lived in alignment with our deepest values, our unique talents, and our authentic selves. This compass may not always lead us down the easiest path, but it will always lead us towards the most meaningful one. It may require us to challenge our beliefs, confront our fears, and step outside of our comfort zones. Yet, the rewards, a sense of purpose, connection, and inner peace, are immeasurable. In contemplating this inner navigation, picture a river flowing towards the ocean. Along its course, it encounters obstacles, rocks, fallen trees, dams, that impede its progress. It could choose to fight against these obstacles, to resist the natural flow of the river, but doing so would only create turbulence, frustration, and stagnation. Instead, the river adapts, finding a way to navigate around the obstacles, to carve a new path, to continue its journey towards the sea. Similarly, our souls are constantly guiding us to navigate the challenges of life with grace, resilience, and adaptability. Reflecting on this journey so far, it is easier to perceive how external achievements, while not inherently negative, can become distractions if they overshadow the inner work. The relentless pursuit of validation, material possessions, or social status can lead us astray, further distancing us from our authentic selves. The soul's quiet voice becomes harder to hear amidst the clamor of external demands, leading to a sense of emptiness and dissatisfaction, even in the face of apparent success. As we stand on the cusp of a deeper understanding, it's crucial to recognize that satisfying the soul's true desire is not a one-time event, but an ongoing process, a continuous dance between intention and surrender. It requires us to cultivate self-awareness, to listen to our intuition, and to trust the wisdom of our hearts. And as we move towards our final reflection, consider this. The greatest adventure you will ever embark on is the journey of discovering and expressing your authentic self. The final piece of this puzzle promises to be the most transformative yet. Ultimately, what your soul is truly asking for is not a grand accomplishment or a dramatic transformation, but simply permission. Permission to be seen, to be heard, to be loved, exactly as you are. Permission to embrace your imperfections, to celebrate your strengths, and to honor your unique journey. Permission to let go of the masks you wear, the roles you play, and the expectations you carry, and to simply be yourself, authentically and unapologetically. This permission is not something that can be granted by anyone else, but something you must give yourself. It requires a radical act of self-acceptance, a willingness to embrace your vulnerabilities, and a deep trust in your own inherent worth. It means choosing to prioritize your inner peace over external validation, your authentic expression over societal approval, and your soul's longing over the ego's desires. Consider the image of a tightly wound spring. It holds tremendous potential energy, but it remains dormant until the external constraints are released. Only then can it spring forth, unleashing its power and fulfilling its purpose. Similarly, your soul is brimming with potential, waiting for you to release the constraints of fear, self-doubt, and societal conditioning. When you give yourself permission to be authentic, you unleash a force that is both powerful and transformative, not only for yourself, but for the world around you. The surprise, the unexpected revelation, lies in the simplicity of this ask. We often overcomplicate our lives, believing that happiness and fulfillment are elusive goals that require extraordinary effort. But the truth is, the key to unlocking our soul's potential lies within us, in the simple act of granting ourselves permission to be who we truly are. This permission becomes the foundation upon which we build a life of purpose, connection, and joy. The true practice begins now, in the quiet moments of self-reflection, in the courageous acts of self-expression, and in the unwavering commitment to honoring your soul's deepest desires. As you move forward, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Your soul is your constant companion, your guiding light, and your unwavering source of strength. Trust its wisdom, follow its lead, and allow it to guide you towards a life that is truly authentic, meaningful, and fulfilling. The world is waiting for your unique gifts, your authentic voice, and your radiant presence. Give yourself permission to shine.